Welcome to second class in indefinite integration. In the last class, we learned some problems on basic integration. We will continue some more problems in this class. Now, note down this problem. Evaluate integral square root of 1 plus cos 2x dx. So, by using the trigonometric formula, we can write cos 2x as 2 cos square x minus 1. Then the integrand becomes square root of 1 plus 2 cos square x minus 1 dx. Then plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. Then integral root 2 cos square x dx. That can be written as root 2 into integral cos x dx. We know that integral cos x dx is sin x. So that can be written as root 2 into sin x plus c. So this is the solution. Next problem. Evaluate integral 1 by sin square x into cos square x dx. For this, we don't have any direct formula. So we have to substitute some trigonometric formulas to simplify the given integrand. So in the numerator, we can see 1. So we can write instead of 1 sin square x plus cos square x. We have that identity in the trigonometry, that is sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So that integral becomes integral sin square x plus cos square x by sin square x into cos square x dx. So by dividing each term by the denominator sin square x into cos square x, that becomes integral sin square x by sin square x into cos square x plus cos square x by sin square x into cos square x dx. So that becomes integral 1 by cos square x dx plus integral 1 by sin square x dx. So that is equal to integral secant square x dx plus integral cosecant square x dx. Already we know that integral secant square x dx is tan x plus integral cosecant square x dx is minus cot x plus c. So this is the solution. Yes, coming to the next problem. Evaluate integral secant x by secant x plus tan x dx. So in the integrand, we have the fraction by dividing the denominator. By dividing with the denominator, we don't get any solution for this. So multiply and divide the function with secant x minus tan x. We'll get secant x into secant x minus tan x divided by secant x plus tan x into secant x minus tan x. That becomes secant square x minus secant x tan x divided by the denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So that becomes secant square x minus tan square x dx. So that is 1. Secant square x minus tan square x value is 1. So that is integral secant square x minus secant x tan x by 1 dx. So that can be written as integral secant square x dx minus integral secant x into tan x dx. We know that integral secant square x dx is tan x minus integral secant x into tan x dx is secant x plus the integral constant c. So this is the solution. So next problem. Evaluate integral 1 plus sin x by 1 minus sin x dx. So to simplify this problem, here also we have to multiply and divide the denominator, the function, with 1 plus sin x. So that becomes 1 plus sin x by 1 minus sin x into 1 plus sin x by 1 plus sin x. So that becomes integral 1 plus sin x whole square divided by 1 minus sin square x dx, because the denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, which can be written as a square minus b square. So here in the numerator 1 plus sin x whole square, by using that a plus b whole square formula, we can write it as 1 plus sin square x plus 2 sin x divided by, we know that 1 minus sin square x can be written as cos square x dx. Now by dividing the each term by cos square x, that becomes integral 1 by cos square x plus sin square x by cos square x plus 2 sin x by cos square x, which can be written as integral secant square x plus tan square x plus 2 tan x into secant x dx. That is equal to secant square x plus tan square x. For there is no integral formula for tan square x, so we should write tan square x in terms of secant square x, that is secant square x minus 1 plus 2 tan x into secant x dx. So that is integral secant square x plus secant square x, that can be written as 2 secant square x plus 2 tan x into secant x minus 1 dx. Now by integrating each term separately, we will get 2 into integral secant square x dx is tan x, that is 2 tan x, plus 2 into integral tan x into secant x dx is secant x, minus integral 1 dx is x. So the solution is 2 tan x plus 2 secant x minus x plus c. Next problem. Evaluate integral tan inverse of square root of 1 minus cos 2x by 1 plus cos 2x dx. So by using the trigonometric formulas here, we can write 1 minus cos 2x as 2 sin square x and 1 plus cos 2x as 2 cos square x, because we have cos 2a formula as 2 cos square x minus 1 and 1 minus 2 sin square x. By using that, we can write it as tan inverse of integral tan inverse of square root of 2 sin square x by 2 cos square x dx. That becomes tan inverse of square root of tan square x dx. Square root of tan square x is tan x. So that is tan inverse of tan x dx. We have tan inverse of tan x is equal to x. Tan inverse of tan theta is equal to theta. So by using that formula, we can write it as integral x dx. So integral x dx is equal to x squared by 2 plus c. So this is a solution. Yes, coming to the next problem. Evaluate integral e power 2 log cot x dx. So in the logarithms, we have the formula as n into log x. N into log x is equal to log x to the power of n. So here 2 into log cot x can be written as log cot x whole square, that is log cot square x. So the integral becomes integral e power log cot square x dx. That is, again we have the formula as e power log fx is equal to f of x. So e power log cot square x dx can be written as integral simply f of x, that is cot square x dx. So by writing cot square x in terms of cosecant square x, that is equal to integral cosecant square x minus 1 dx. Now integrating the function, we will get minus cot x minus x plus c. Next problem, evaluate integral cos hx means hyperbolic function, plus 1 by square root of x square plus 1 dx. Now separating these two terms, we can write it as integral cos hx dx plus integral 1 by root of x square plus 1 dx. For these two terms, we have direct formula in standard formula, that is integral cos hx dx is sin hx plus integral 1 by root of x square plus 1 dx is sin h inverse x plus c. Next problem, evaluate integral x minus 2 into x plus 3 by root x dx. So in the integrand, the fraction, the numerator, we have two factors. So at first we have to multiply those two factors. Then we will get x square minus 2x plus 3x minus 6, which is equal to x square plus x minus 6 divided by root x dx. Here root x means x to the power of 1 by 2. So dividing the each term in the integrand by root x, we will get x square by root x plus x by root x minus 6 by root x dx. Here root x means x to the power of 1 by 2. So that becomes integral x to the power of 2 minus 1 by 2 plus x to the power of 1 minus 1 by 2 minus 6 into x to the power of minus 1 by 2 dx. By simplifying this, we will get integral x to the power of 3 by 2 plus x to the power of 1 by 2 minus 6 into x to the power of minus 1 by 2 dx. So in these terms, each term is in the form of integral x to the power of n dx. By using that formula, integral x to the power of n dx is equal to x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. So that is integral x to the power of 3 by 2 dx is x to the power of 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 2 plus 1 plus x to the power of 1 by 2 dx is x to the power of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 6 into x to the power of minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by minus 1 by 2 plus 1. That becomes x to the power of 5 by 2 by 5 by 2 plus x to the power of 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 minus 6 into x to the power of 1 by 2 by 1 by 2. So by simplifying this, we will get 2 by 5 into x to the power of 5 by 2 plus 2 by 3 into x to the power of 3 by 2 minus 12 into x to the power of 1 by 2 plus c. So this is the solution for this given problem.